Hello everyone. Today I'm going to remove this bathtub and the vinyl shower surround. I start by removing 8 plastic clips that were stapled in place. Behind them were screws around the rim of the tub basin. I used a screwdriver to free up some of the sealant around the edges, and this tub was ready to come out. After finding massive amounts of animal feces in all the other areas of this trailer, I shouldn't be surprised to find it in underneath the tub, but I was quite surprised. And this little fella thought he had found his final resting place. From the looks of this area, I better mask up. Every time I find these caches of crap, there always seems to be at least 3 different sizes of varmints. Mice, which is easy to see, rat, which is a little bit bigger, and then some kind of animal like a cat or a skunk. I have to keep replacing filters in my shop vac, and what you don't see today is that I have a hose running out the exhaust port of the shop vac running out the back door so that there's no venting into the house. I removed the insulation nest and the remnants of the last tenant. I cut the drain pipe and removed the platform. The white square of insulation around the drain pipe is the new insulation I've already installed under the trailer. But you can see that when that insulation was not there, there was a large hole for bigger animals to get in underneath that tub and make a home. I think I'll cut in a new P-trap when the new shower is installed. And this stuff is stuck to linoleum, which I'm going to tear out later. Next, I'll take off these racks and prep the wall to be removed. Now I'll remove the shower curtain and the indoor clothesline. This is my first single wide renovation, but everything in this house seems to be thin wood and 2-inch long staples. I would have never thought to use staples for structural work, but it does seem to have its own strength and purpose. 2 of these corners have a metal weather stripping that needs to be removed. Another trim piece, and I can peel back this vinyl wall. This wall came off surprisingly easy. I was very happy. This side was very similar, except for the addition of a faucet and hot and cold valves. I had to cut away some silicone around the shower head. A screw in the center held each of these handles on, and then I could spin these metal collets off. Another bead of sealant around the faucet, and it was ready to be spun off as well. A few more pieces of wood to pry loose, and the vinyl came right off. A demolition job like this is pretty nice because everything's got to go and nothing's being used again later. It doesn't have to look pretty as it's removed, it just has to be removed. I needed to remove this panel so I could gain access to all the piping behind it. So I cut a little notch out right next to a stud so I could get my pry bar in there and pull it loose. I then ran my saw up along the stud and pulled everything out. The height of the old shower head was a little low for my liking, so having access to these controls will allow me to raise the shower height when we reinstall. Scrubbing and cleaning this old linoleum only to be covered by the new shower made no sense to me. So I got to work cutting and cleaning it out. It was glued down a lot better than the shower walls, but it was so satisfying when it was finally removed. Only 2 more pieces of wood to pry up, and I was done. Join us again when we remove the toilet, paint the back wall and install new flooring tiles.